Hi, everybody. This is Annalisa with Journey to the Goddess. Today, I am with Rosalind Carlos. Hello, Roz.
Hello, Anna.
Roz is a contributor and a collaborator here at Journey to the Goddess. She is also a doctoral candidate at Pacifica Graduate Institute in the field of mythological studies with an emphasis in depth psychology. She's a pagan, a martial artist, and an artist as well. So I'm excited to have Roz here today to talk about the figure of Medusa. There are many iterations of who Medusa was over a series of different cultural iterations in ancient Greece, and the possibility that Medusa came to us from other earlier cultures in different parts of the region as the Gorgon, right? So kind of in a nutshell, who is Medusa as she's come to us today?
As she's come to us today, Medusa is a serpentine woman with a beautiful face and a monstrous sort of body and hairstyle. Snapping, kissing, weaving hair, and maybe some sort of scaly body, or either scaly, a scaly human body, or a lower body that is snake-like.
Right. And what's her main quality that she does?
Oh, that she wants to kill men.
She turns
Kill men. That she just wants to kill men. You know, it's not. No extenuating circumstances. No. I can't even look at a man without him turning to stone. It's just that she wants to.
That's funny. And her very gaze, you were saying.
Yes, it's specifically her gaze. Like maybe if someone were to look upon her and she had her eyes closed, they wouldn't turn to stone. But it specifically says her gaze. So she has to be looking at them.
Why Medusa for you? Why do you resonate with Medusa?
Medusa for me is a tragic figure who had no control over her countenance, whether you're looking at it from the late classical versions where she was a priest, a high priestess who was raped, or from the earlier versions where she was a monstrous child from two sea deities. I tend toward dark goddesses. Like pretty much, like I'm pagan, so pretty much all of my goddesses are protective or war goddesses in some way, shape, or form. I'm not sure how that worked out, but it did.
So I also want to know why you feel that Medusa is an important figure for women, just generally today. Like what is her significance? How can a woman use Medusa today?
She's sort of permission to feel your anger and your rage instead of burying it and being a good girl and never engaging with your darker emotions and completely ignoring justifiable pain and anguish and hurt. There's a thing in at least modern Western society, but certainly other non-Western societies where women aren't allowed to be angry. We're not allowed to speak of our pain. We're not allowed to share our pain with others so that they can understand where we're coming from. We're basically denied understanding.
Right.
And we're also denying ourselves understanding. So Medusa is a way to actively engage that, because either in either iteration, the one thing that she was denied was understanding for her condition. No one tried to engage with her in a non-violent fashion.
I love that. I think that's fantastic. And I think it's a great alternative to Kali, because I think a lot of times, women in the West in particular turn to Kali as permission to feel your feelings and your anger and your rage. But I love that Medusa is another example, another figure in which women can look to, for that permission. I'm curious, in what way does she give you that permission?
For me, it's self-protection. Even though she's been vilified for it, the only reason she's turning all of these men into stone is because they're actually coming to kill her. So she, for me, embodies the spirit of self-protection, of self-defense. She's giving permission to actually defend yourself, to stand up for yourself, to feel justifiable anger when you're being attacked.
Yes. Can you teach us how we can approach Medusa?
Teach no, give suggestions yes. Medusa is a figure of fear because of her rage and pain and anguish and the misunderstanding. So if you're going to approach your own fear and rage and pain and anguish, whether through her or not, you just want to be cautious. All sorts of things are going to come up, but be respectful and deferential. Give it space to exist. Don't try to suppress it or ignore it, because that's just going to cause more problems. Listen to what it's saying. Ask it why it's telling you these things, why it's angry, what it wants you to know. Get into a discussion with it. Don't tell it what you think it is. Let it tell you what it is, and then engage in a dialogue where you can understand it and figure out how to integrate it into your life in a healthy way, because rage and anger don't have to poison your life. It doesn't have to be something that you have to suppress. It can be something that you can use proactively.
Great. So it's a learning tool to learn about yourself.
Yes.
And to heal yourself.
Yes. Anger and rage can be healing. It doesn't have to be a poison.
It only becomes a poison when we don't acknowledge it.
When we don't acknowledge it, but also paradoxically dwell in it. And that's kind of where Medusa is, a figure that is permanently stuck in dwelling in her pain, because was never offered any understanding.
Wow. Roz, thank you so much for being here and talking to us about Medusa. I think there's so much to be said and learned about who she is, why she's important. She's another figure, like you said, that can help women engage with their rage and see rage as an anger as natural and also divine, because she's divine. It's part of your process in being human, and it gives people permission to be okay with that side of themselves and to allow themselves to explore it, maybe in a safe way.
Thank you so much for watching and for taking this journey with me. If you like what you saw, then I invite you to like this video and to leave a comment. I also encourage you to subscribe to my channel and to hit the little notification bell next to the subscribe button if you'd like to be alerted as to each time that I post a new video, which is every Friday. Also, if you're interested in other ways that you can support the channel and support my work, then I invite you to go over to my Patreon page, which is a crowdfunding platform for creators such as myself. So once there, you can find out more about membership and, depending on your tier level, how you can have access to behind the scenes footage, artisanal goddess products, Q&As, and so much more. The link to my Patreon page is below in the text box below this video. So thank you again so much. I'm so happy to be on this journey with you. Until next time, ciao.